This is Valerie Smith from Writer Now Magazine and TV.
Hi everybody, I'm Dale.
I'm Kat.
Check it out. Peace out. Love you guys.
When you hire the Fran Hodge Law Group, we are dedicated to achieving the best possible physical and financial outcome for our clients.
Hey guys, this is Valerie Smith with Writer Now Magazine and TV, and we're here at Scooter Haven, and we're making our first donation of toys for their Christmas in July. I'm going to let Brad tell you what that event is about.
Oh, right on, Valerie. Well, this is about getting toys for the boys and girls of Levy County. The misfortunate kids, especially this time of year with all this madness going on, they sure can use a little uplifting. So we get an early start before Christmas. This is our first toy drive before Christmas. We do another one in December. We'll have music and food and Christmas stuff going on. Come on out and enjoy. Bring a toy and let's make a child's life a little brighter.
All right, great. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate that so much, and it's so great. Thank you, what you guys do for Levy County. Scooter Haven is all about being charity and benefit driven. Hey, guys, wave at me. These are some of the helpers here at Scooter Haven. Great bunch of people. You guys remember, it's what we do for others that really defines our value, and these guys at Scooter Haven are priceless.
How you doing, everyone? This is Dice from the Crossroads. We're out here having a good old time on our Saturday with the live band, Hat Trick, and we're building up to our big event coming up in August. It's going to be August 20, 21, 22, and 23. And I'll tell you, it's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be a benefit for all of our musicians who have been out of work for so long, and we're really going to try to help everybody out. The tickets are very inexpensive. It's only $50 for a 4-day pass, which includes your camping, and every cent of the ticket sales goes to our musicians. You got to come out and experience the Crossroads. It's a very unique place.
All right, here we are. Okay, Kat, we're over here at the Crossroads. What a cool place with Writer Now Magazine and TV. Come on, guys, take a walk with us. Check it out. What a cool place, man. We're going to walk over here and check out the waterfall. So listen
to that.
There we go.
Isn't that pretty?
We're starting to find out a lot of the hidden places out here in this area. There's a lot of cool places out here. A great band. I believe you can even walk up there, Kat. So let's see if we can walk up there and check it out. All right, Kat, look at this, man. It's a cool place.
Isn't it, darling?
Take a walk. Beautiful place.
Wow, check it out.
Couple old chairs. Good place for us.
It.
Look at that. Beautiful place. Over here at the Crossroads.
I'm Dan from Bellissimo Italian Eatery. We'd like to thank Fran Hosh and Rider Now Magazine for the donation of socks for the homeless vets for T-Man's Foundation. Thank you.
Hey, I'm here with Valerie Smith from Rider Now Magazine, getting ready to open up the brand new Liquid Therapy Bar at 6501 Park Boulevard. We're gonna have food, we're gonna have all our great bike nights, our car shows, we're gonna have karaoke, we're gonna have pool tournaments. It's gonna be a constant, non-stop party here at the all new Liquid Therapy Bar. Come out and check us out. We'll be open Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock until 3 a.m. Saturdays, Sundays, we're gonna be open until at 8 o'clock till 3 a.m. Can't miss it. It's going to be an awesome time. Look forward to seeing you. 6501 Park Boulevard, August 1st. Let's do this.
This is Valerie Smith from Rider Now Magazine and TV, and I'm here with a beautiful and talented Krista Grotte. And you know, she's come a long way in the last 15, 20 years, and I want her to tell you her story. And first of all, Krista, tell me about what you've done and what you're doing.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. I've become known for executive producing the feature film Nation's Fire, which is a biker-themed action thriller.
I am Gloria Nation.
You skip bail. I'm here to take you in.
I wanted to follow my daddy's footsteps, so I started my club, Heaven's Fire. Daddy was my strength. It was Daddy who helped raise Thomas after I was deployed overseas. Thomas, my world, my heart.
Starring two-time Oscar nominee Bruce Dern, Emmy winner Gil Bellows, you might know him from like Shawshank Redemption, UFC champ Chuck Liddell. So, and we've got a lot of cast members from Sons of Anarchy and stuff like that. So, an amazing cast in this movie, and so I'm really excited about it. I'm excited that it's out internationally now, available on many various platforms and DVD. So right now I've been working on promoting the movie and sharing my story and how I got into executive producing and acting, which I've been doing for the past 20 years. So and it's been an amazing run, an amazing road, and really I feel like now it's just the kickoff, and I'm like just getting started because there's so many things I want to do.
It's just like I tell our audience, we support strong women. We really support women that have had adversity in their lives and they've risen above it and have been successful. And girl, you know, we all fall. But with faith, we get back up and we tread forward. And I really just want you to tell me a little bit about where you came from and what brought you to where you are now.
So, it's really been quite a crazy, hard, long road. And, I suffered through my own alcoholism. And and when I talk about that, I mean, it's not like I was just like this social drinker who would get a little too drunk sometimes. We are talking about, it was hardcore alcoholism that would have eventually probably taken my life. Like, it was bad. And, I didn't really recognize it for years. And finally, it was just one day, a few people had been putting little things in my ear like, listen, we don't want something to happen to you. What are we going to do? And these are like 1%er Bike Club members, who were really there for me and made me open my eyes and see that they were like, honey, you are better than the way you are treating yourself. And I was like, what? Really? And I'm like, no, it's fine, whatever, give me another beer. And I continued on like that for quite a while, and I was losing opportunity, being an actress, a performer, and the dreams that I had, wished for myself and hoped for myself, and I was just losing so much, and I really didn't even see that until people started to tell me that, you're worth something, you're valuable, you're better than this. And finally one day it just snapped, and I listened, and I was like, you know what? I'm hurting a lot of people around me. And that's where I said, I've got to make a change, because obviously I'm no good for anybody, including my own family, my children, and if I continue to take this path and not be mentally present, right? So I did. I walked into the rooms one day, and I got sober. I haven't had a drink since. I haven't, it's been 10 years. So I just celebrated 10 years of sobriety, June 10th. Yeah. And, for me, I think the beautiful part about it was walking into those rooms and seeing people from all walks of life, right? People who were, they say, it's only 12 steps out of the woods. And they're right. There is homeless people there. There's people who have been charged with murder. There's people, but they all have that one thing in common. Right. And we all can relate to each other on some level. So, and that was the beauty of it, just seeing that just one person standing up and sharing their story made me realize, oh my goodness, like I got goosebumps now just talking about that. Just seeing this one person stand up to a room full of strangers and share their story. And I was so pulled in and enthralled by what they had to say. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not alone. Yeah. I'm not alone. I can relate to you. Exactly. And I saw how powerful that was and how many people that touched. It just lit up everybody's eyes in the room because they all could relate. And that's why I kept coming back. And now I feel, even though there's a lot of things that I may not feel comfortable sharing with the world, I'm doing it anyway. Yeah. Because I want people to understand that when you're in such a position and overcoming, challenges and obstacles that you faced growing up that might have put you in this, chains, so to speak, and stopped you from pursuing your life, your dreams, your goals because of this internal worthlessness you may feel or whatever, or the need to numb yourself and self-medicate by whatever means, just knowing that, you build this inner strength by sharing your story and knowing that I know that I have the power to help others, and so that's when you gotta just forget about yourself, forget about your ego, forget about everything else. It doesn't matter. I'm strong and solid in who I am now, and that's what matters. And now it's time, with people like you who support other women, like Fran Hush too, who are supportive and do it out of genuine care and love. And you put your hand out to those people that are down, right? And to me, there's nothing better in the world than to surround yourself with amazing, truly caring people. And so, and I want to be one of those people for others. That's my goal.
Well, people, you have walked in their shoes, so you know where they come from. And I'm going to break something right now that nobody knows about me. When my husband left me after 21 years for another woman, I was devastated. Went through 2 bouts of cancer with him. And he didn't tell me, he just cried for 3 months, and my whole world came to an end. And, I was to the point where I thought I couldn't live without him because he was my whole world. I was 8 months pregnant when we found out he had cancer, fought through that cancer, and then he had a reoccurrence when our daughter was 4. And so for him to leave me, I couldn't comprehend it because my whole world was him. Of course, now I will never put all that value in a man, but I learned that the hard way. But, I was with the rock and blues band. And I told my daughter one day when we were going to Orlando to shop that I hope she didn't feel like it was her fault if I took my life because I couldn't live with that hurt girl. He was my world. I woke up in the morning, I was so hurt, and I thought, I can't live a life feeling this physical pain. And we were doing a benefit for Make-A-Wish because I was a backup singer. And we, after we broke, a woman walked up to me out of the crowd, and she had short, chopped off hair, was smoking like a train, and she said, "Hey, can I ask you something?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I'm thinking, she's probably got cancer and needs my help. She said, "Do you think you could do a benefit for me?" And I'm like, "Well, of course I will." And I'll never forget Krista. She had the prettiest blue eyes. I mean, they were like blue-gray. And I said, "Well, of course I will. What can I do for you?" And she said, "Well, it's not me, but my granddaughter's at Shands, and she has a brain cancer, and they can't help her, and she's dying, and we don't have the money to bury her." Girl.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It's kind of like God takes you by the shoulders and gives you a shake, because just that week I had been at an event and we went shopping, and I told my daughter, I think I'm going to take my life. I can't live without your dad. And she said, Mom, please don't do it. And I'm like, Jess, I hurt too much. I just hurt. And for this woman to come up to me and say, can you help me? And her grandbaby's dying. It was a reality check.
That's right.
I went to my truck. I called my daughter. I said, let me tell you something. From this day forth, everything I do will be to make you happy, to make you successful, to lift you up, because you know what? I live my life for you. And you know, honestly, it's been success from then on, because I knew it wasn't about me.
Right.
You know, and just like you know now, girl, it ain't about you.
That's right. Not at all. And I love what you said, because these challenges that you face, every single thing, because we've all hit that rock bottom at some point in life. But you know what? That's almost what life is about. It's about overcoming these challenges and growth. Yes. And you look how much you grew from that. Yes. Look what you're doing now. Look at all the lives you are touching. You needed to be here. And that woman walked into your life, obviously, for a reason. God, fate, life, whatever you want to call it, places the perfect person at the perfect time. Right. And that was the beauty, that was the beautiful thing I learned getting clean and sober. Yes. I know there is a bigger purpose for all of us. Yes. We have to set the ego aside, the pettiness aside, all that other crap aside, and really look at the source of everything, because every single person that passes us every day, there's a story in there. Right. There is pain in there. There is so much that if we sat down with that individual, we would just be in awe and amazement, right. Okay? No matter where they come from or who they are. It doesn't matter. And so when we can start to see that, the source of people, and know that we are here to support one another, right. And love one another, and, you know, because it is what's like, nothing feels better. Yes. There is actually no better drug or feeling than to be able to give of yourself and see somebody else like just light up and change their world, you know? So, you know, thank you to your husband for what he had done, you know? Right. He helped you to grow, and you are so well respected and such a strong woman. I love just hearing you talk every time we're walking around, and, you know, because you are very inspiring and you're very strong. So, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's why I love to surround myself with those type of people. You know, you are who you surround yourself with. Exactly. And so, you know, and I think it's wonderful, because in the biker community, we have such a strong network of powerful, not just men, but powerful women. Powerful women who truly give a damn about what the other person is doing and how they can help them, right. You know? So, because we never know. At the end of the day, like that woman coming up, you know, look at the pain that she was facing, and you know, the heartache, and, you know, so it's a really beautiful thing, I think.
Well, the end of the story is I never saw her again.
Wow.
And I asked my guitar player, Mikey, I said, Mikey, you know, where'd that woman go when we were done with her set? He said, Val, what are you talking about? I'm like, there was a woman that came up to me when we broke. I said, she had short hair, she was wearing a white T-shirt, she was smoking like a train. He said, Val, I don't remember seeing anybody.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That reminds me of one time I was in LA, right? And I was staying at the Hilton. I was staying at the hotel at Universal Studios. Well, I was outside in the evening time. I was on my phone. Some woman came up and sat next to me, and she was just devastated, heartbroken, right? And I asked her, I was like, are you okay? You know, because she was crying, and she was like pulling her hair, like stressed out. And I was like, are you okay? And she said, listen, okay, so I'm here with my best friend, and we're here for the Dr. Phil show. Okay, and she said my best friend is a struggling addict, and she said, and I just don't know what to do. I'm gonna get a flight out of here and just leave her ass. Right. And so we had, you know, because she was acting out at the hotel, almost got him kicked out, and she, you know, went and got real messed up. They had done first part of the show that day, and they had to do the second part the next day. Right. And I said, but this is, you know, isn't this why you're here? Yeah. This is why you're here. You came here to support her. Right. She's willing calling. She's going on the show to get the help. And we talked for a long time, and she talked about all the resentment she had for all the stuff they had been through, all the things she had done to hurt her, and all those things, and which, you know, everybody deals with those. Yes. And we have to get rid of that baggage for ourselves in order to move on and continue to lift this other person, right? So we were talking, and we had a long conversation. And it was very interesting because at the end of the conversation, it was probably like an hour long. Like, she was out. She's like, I'm calling a cab, screw her, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but she's very sick right now. Exactly. She's very sick. Like, literally, she even had to get her diapers, and this woman was really in bad shape, because she was so high. Yeah. And so we were talking, and it was interesting because at the end of it, you know, she completely did like a 180, and a man came around the corner, and he walked up, and this made me feel so good. This like made not just my week, my day, my life. He walked up and he said, pointed at me and said, "This woman is an angel in your life right now." You know, but he just came out of the blue, and he'd been standing over there smoking a cigarette, and he'd been listening to our conversation. And I was just, you know, speaking on things that I learned in those rooms, and NA and AA, and about her and changing her perspective, and but it was very interesting because when that man came around, he had me teary-eyed. Wonderful. Because he was talking about how you two were meant to both sit in this spot alone together on this night at this time. What are the odds? Right? So, you know, people come into our lives, and it's so important to pay attention. Pay attention.
Well, I always say God puts people in my path for a reason, and girl, you're there.
That's right.
You in my path. You know what? I appreciate you so much, and I love that you have a story to tell, and you've been there. And you know, there might be some people out there that on the low right now just need that encouragement. You know what? Just like they say, it's one day at a time.
That's right.
And you know, when my husband left me, I fell into a bottle, and vodka was my best friend. But I have an evil twin, and when I drink a lot of vodka, that twin comes out, and you can't do what I do and not be totally in control. And I'm going to tell you, I got on my knees one night, and I prayed for God to deliver me from alcohol. And he did. You know, if I can get him to deliver me from food, I'll be okay. Krista, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you more than you know.
I love
you.
you.
And tell me where we can get your movie.
It's available on Amazon Prime for free, actually.
Perfect.
So if you're a Prime member, it's on Amazon, it's on Vudu, it's on all the platforms, and you can get the DVD at Best Buy, Walmart, and Target, and wherever. So it's available.
I like all women that are strong and independent and can stand up and say, hey, I have worth. Because that's what it's about.
That is
I have worth. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on my show.
Thank you for having
And you
me.
know what? We touch a lot of lives, and I think we've touched lives with you, and I'm going to watch your movie. Yay. I like you anyway if you're not a movie star. I like you just because you're a good old girl.
That's right. We're good old girls.
Thank you, guys. Please stay tuned for Writer Now Magazine and TV, and there might be other people out there that has a story like Krista, and you guys need to call me. Let's see what we can do to help you.
Hey, this is Kenny Wilkerson from the band Nova Rex. Also, you guys might know me in Central Florida as Kenny the Rocker on Real Talk with G Love on Florida Man Radio 105.5. Anyways, I got a cookbook. I know you can't see a lot of these rockers right now because of things that are going on, but you can see what they cook for a great cause. The money goes to We Rock for Autism. It's a 501c out of South Florida that supports music therapy for kids on the spectrum. I happen to have a son that's on the spectrum. And with rockinrecipesforautism.com, go there. You can see the order now. You can see all the rockers in it, from Ozzy to Whitesnake to Dokken. Check it out. Peace out. Love you guys.
Hey, I'm Albie. And I'm the 1-3. We are from the Rockin' Road Show. Thank you for watching Writer Now TV.
And you can join us every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern at facebook.com/rockinroadshow for a live interactive show about all things motorcycle and rock and roll. A special thank you to the Fran Hosh Law Group for their continued sponsorship and support of Writer Now TV and the Rockin' Road Show. You guys keep it rocking.
Keep it upside down, baby.
When you hire the Fran Hosh Law Group, we are dedicated to achieving the best possible physical and financial outcome for our clients.
This is Valerie Smith from Writer Now Magazine and TV.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dale.
I'm Kat.
Check it out. Peace out. Love you guys.